Hello, viewers, and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. We continue to take a look on what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. Senator Jameson Timba was released by the courts after he was sentenced to 2 years, wholly suspended on the condition that he does not commit a similar offense within 5 years. And we need to take a look onto what Dr. Walter Mzembe has raised right here is an issue of keeping politicians on the leash for 5 years. So, in as much as we can say he's now a free man, he is literally not a free man. He's a man who has been barred from doing politics by the courts. This is what this order means. It means Senator Jameson Timba can no longer be allowed to participate freely in politics. Anytime the regime feels that he has become a threat to them again, they'll come and say, you have not met the condition, so we are now jailing you. What it means is if Senator Timba is to raise some pertinent issues against Mnangagwa, stand against Mnangagwa, organize against Mnangagwa, what it means is they will simply take him, put him in prison, and say that he has violated the suspension condition. So we need to be honest when we are talking about these issues. We need to be very, very, very careful. I know that this is a matter which is likely going to be appealed in the High Court. And up until the High Court suspends the conviction and the sentencing, we will know that Senator Timba is not a free man. That is the position. So far, what Mnangagwa has mastered is that he wants everyone to be quiet. He doesn't want people to be speaking against how they've destroyed Zimbabwe. He doesn't want criticism. And as the day passes through, I'm going to show you how Emmerson Mnangagwa is planned to silence the opposition for good. And this is a very dangerous precedent which he has set. It's very, very dangerous. And, we're likely going to see the consequences of such actions. And we always say Emmerson Mnangagwa is scared of the people. That is the reason why he is bringing these petty issues onto the people. So imagine that Senator Timba was arrested, I think, around June, July. And up to this day, if you count the days, over half a year or nearly half a year, Senator Timba was held in prison. So they will tell you that they have suspended the sentence for 5 years, but they don't tell you the period he stayed in prison. They don't tell you the good behavior he exhibited. Knowing fully well that is being persecuted, he maintained good behavior. They will not tell you all those issues. But we have criminals who are stealing money, who are stealing inputs, who are stealing maize meant for the people, who are walking scot-free. That is Zimbabwe for you. So if you are a ZANU-PF politician, if you are arrested on anything, they quickly grant you bail, they quickly release you. But if you are from the opposition, then you always have to suffer. So each and every person who is a threat to Emmerson Mnangagwa's existence illegally, that person is a threat to Emmerson Mnangagwa. But let me tell you this, there is nothing which lives forever. This is going to end. So we just want to celebrate the release of Senator Jameson Timba, even though we are not in agreement with the conditions set, we are not in agreement with the conviction, we are not in agreement of the circumstances, but we are happy that it's going to be released together with others. We know that they've been convicted, and according to the state, they now have a criminal record. But what I know fully is that this is a political matter, which is, so to me, this is not a criminal conviction, it's a political conviction. So what it means is these are people who are simply being persecuted for their beliefs, for exercising their rights, for standing in solidarity with change and organizing against brutality, state brutality of Emmerson Mnangagwa. But what we know is one day something will give in. We are not so far from the collapse of Emmerson Mnangagwa's governance. Very, very soon it will collapse. So Fortune Churume says, very unfair. How is he going to campaign even for the next elections without making people gather together? Well, if he makes them gathering, how are the courts going to determine it is a gathering for committing public violence or it is not for public violence? So this is the reason why we are talking about having his rights, political rights, taken away from him. He's a man neutralized now. His political rights have been taken away from him 100%, which means he can no longer compete at par with those from ZANU-PF. No matter the circumstances, this is sidelining and silencing everybody who seems to be anti-Emmerson Mnangagwa. Everybody who refused to be bought by the few pennies from the regime. So we'll wait to see what is going to happen next, but we continue to pray that one day justice shall be solved. We are not so far from a new great Zimbabwe. Let me tell you this. This Mnangagwa thing is not going to be here forever. It won't. Very, very soon, you will see shakings happening, and they will know that they don't have monopoly over power. So it is what it is. We'll continue to speak against the tyranny. We'll continue to speak against this brutality and injustice. And I just want to thank everybody who has been showing solidarity with these comrades. And let us meet in other episodes and other broadcasts. We are coming back to discuss more about what happened in Namibia and also some of the issues, repressive issues right here in Zimbabwe. And we'll be talking more about those issues. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. Vision says, can you please tell us about Namibia? So please turn on the notification bell. I have stayed out of, I'm out of time right now. So I just have 10 minutes for this live program. I'm already on 7 minutes, which means I no longer have time to talk more about Namibia. So ring the notification bell. Soon after this one, we are coming in around 40 minutes. It's 10:40. Around 10:40, we are coming back to talk about Namibia. So 10:40, we are coming back to talk about Namibia. I know that we have some challenges with our platform in terms of how it's showing videos to the people. We were attacked severally. They tried to hack us and use all sorts of things, but I'm glad that we are back so that we talk about this issue. So 10:40, turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified about our live program. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. So Vision, I see your contribution about Jeff Judah. I think we'll start to talk much about those issues and clarify some of the issues and some of the positions. So what I'm going to do is I am going to find a platform where his audios about Nosun Chamisa are. Then we'll respond to him accordingly, and we'll be doing it without fear, without favor. And we'll be doing it on another platform, not on Africa and Beyond. We'll be using my personal platform, Yakanzi Ronald Makusha. That is where we are going to be dealing with people like Wana Jeff Judah and everyone else. But at the meantime, for the meantime, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for the support. Let us meet in other episodes as well as other broadcasts.